In this video, we try to look at a quick case study. For this case study, I've picked up Saregama Carvaan. You've probably heard of this device, seen it. It's 5,000 old songs and no internet needed. That's their tagline. You know, Saregama is a product that was created by paying extreme attention to the behaviors of music lovers. Saregama took the best out of every kind of music consumption habit and wrapped it all up in a design which is at once nostalgic and chic. It's the sole product in a category of its own. There is no competition. To succeed in an extremely saturated market like music needed a product like this. Everyone who had tried everything in the music world has failed to make any profits. Microsoft has tried it. Sony has tried it. A million other companies have tried it, which is why every product looks the same. Carvaan cut through the noise in a world overrun by unlimited streaming music, cheap bandwidth, and everyone owning a mobile device and getting songs on demand. They created an independent music device which doesn't need internet connectivity to work and put lots of great songs in it and created dozens of great playlists. They played to their strengths. They had licenses to tens of thousands of songs. Even if someone copies their product and tactics, the competitor will never have what Saregama had. Original content that is 100% their own, that they have built over decades. People can and have tried to steal their design and ideas, but people cannot copy their whole package. They did something else which was spectacular. They didn't sell to you. They sold to your parents. They targeted a very specific demographic, your parents. It doesn't matter who you are or how old you are. The device was a gift you give to your parents. It's not a device you buy for yourself. You buy it as a gift. That was a masterstroke of marketing genius. You see, your industry is saturated also. There are lessons to be drawn from Saregama to understand what Saregama did right. If you're doing the same things that everyone else is doing and targeting the same people that everyone else is targeting, it's time to consider a change. Doing the same thing everyone does is not strategy. It is just bandwagon. There's a lot to learn from the success of Carvaan and what Saregama did right. Saregama created a distinct identity. They defined a clear target audience. They listened to their customers and they played to their strengths. This is stuff you do for your industry as well if you want to succeed and do something strategically different. Now, it's easy to say do something different, but how? The how is always the big question. To that, we present to you a framework to think about. It's called the Vowel framework. This is a framework that is used to create strategic ideas. And it comes in 5 parts. It's easy to remember because the vowel framework is literally made of vowels. A, E, I, O, U. A is for aggregate, E is for explore, I is for ideate, and O is for organize, and U is for unleash. These are the 5 steps. Let's take a look at them one step at a time. A is for aggregate. This is a place of free-flowing ideas and collecting data and facts and market surveys and forecasts and everything you know about your market. You collect all of it and put it on the table. Sometimes a collage deck, which is a design that you will get used to once you start putting the vowel framework into practice, that would be helpful. Using this collage deck, we come up with collecting all the data and telling the stories that matter to our market. We then move to the second step, explore. Explore is a time when we look at all this data and see what details can be drawn from it. We explore and go deeper into every story that we have collected about the market. If aggregate was just collecting of one-line statements, explore would be expanding them to paragraphs, even pages full of data to look at. The third stage is the ideate stage. And this is when you truly shine. This is fast pace. This is creative. This is critical thinking. This is when you create new ideas. This is when you race against each other to create ideas. It works best when a group of people are trying to create 20, 25, 30 ideas each in a matter of 10 or 15 minutes. There is a race going on. You've got post-it notes and sketch pens and a board. The people that create the most ideas win. But then if you do it well, the whole team wins. All ideas created are not expected to be great, but within a lot of noise, you will find some ideas which you are ready to take and move forward. The hundreds of ideas created in a session like this now need to be organized. They need to be put in categories. We look at all the possible categories that can emerge for the ideas and start putting those ideas in them. And if you do this step right, you've got ideas that can be used for months and months to come. Experiments that can be run with ideas generated in the previous stage. Organization of those ideas, that is the first step. You finally move to the unleash stage. And this is where the magic happens. You look at categories of ideas and inside them, nuggets of wisdom that you have collected. You take each post-it note, give it the due respect and time it deserves, and you decide if this is a viable idea and if this is something that you have the time, money, and interest to incorporate now. Since you have hundreds of ideas lying around and categorized already, the unleash step is a matter of great restraint. You can't do everything that you have thought of, which means you have to find the best of the best ideas that you have created, and you are ready to unleash it upon the world. That's it for today. We talked a little about GPI Carvaan and how they used their strengths to great success. And we looked at the vowel framework, which will give us an idea of how to use our own resources and our own strengths to do the best that we can do in this world. I hope you had some value out of it, and I look forward to seeing you coming back to the next video.